Right, because it seems, Shan, if any of those who were trying to play psychologists on TV or anywhere, the lying was more a testament to the loyalty, right, of the two.
Right.
But then now there doesn't seem to be any loyalty, and if there was, it's a one-way street now. And so there is very little incentive, right, Shan, for, Michael Cohen, I guess, to lie again.
That's absolutely right. If anything, the incentive has really gone the other way now. I mean, by coming forth and looking very credible, he's in a better position to help himself, even potentially down the road with the motion to reduce his sentence. And no matter what, this is just going to be terribly negative for the president. I mean, even in the best of light, even the most restrictive testimony, it's just going to be very negative for him. And really, we speculate a lot about the Mueller probe winding down as the end of the beginning for Mueller. I mean, this is really the start of a lot of beginnings of troubles for the Trump administration.
Today, Congressman Adam Schiff, who chairs the House Intel Committee, says he will sue the Trump administration and use whatever legal options he has to make sure the Robert Mueller report is made public after it goes to the U.S. Attorney General Bob Barr. Listen.
We will obviously subpoena the report. We will bring Bob Mueller in to testify before Congress. We will take it to court if necessary. And in the end, I think the department understands they're going to have to make this public. I think Barr will ultimately understand that as well. Barr comes into this job with 2 strikes against him. He applied for the job by demonstrating a bias against the Mueller investigation. Indeed, that's part of the reason he was hired. He's also not been willing to commit to following the advice of ethics lawyers. Indeed, that was part of the reason he was hired. If he were to try to withhold, to try to bury any part of this report, that will be his legacy, and it will be a tarnished legacy. So I think there'll be immense pressure not only on the department, but on the Attorney General to be forthcoming.
All right, so the Attorney General, Bill Barr. So, Shan, can the Democrats use, a subpoena to make the special counsel report public and force Robert Mueller, to testify?
I think they can certainly force Mueller to testify, and then there'll be a lot of fights about what he can testify to, just as there will be fights over any other witnesses they subpoena. I think on the pure legal question of can they somehow compel the full report to be disclosed, I think that's a tough one. And I also think that Barr has a lot of shields that he can use to stand behind not to release it fully. Basically, this notion he doesn't want to pull a Comey, that he wants to make sure negative information doesn't come out if there's no actual criminal charging. So I think that's going to be a tough road to hoe, but I think they can produce a lot of information through investigation.